Good morning, good morning. Get to it. If you up now, get to it. If you're on your way home from work, get some rest, but don't forget to get to them goals. If you're on your way to work, put that time in at work, get that paper, but don't forget about your goals. Stay locked in, stay on one. It's for all my endeavors. We in the building once again. It's another morning, top of the morning live. And we on deck. It's your boy Fame. First things first, sub up, sub up, sub up. Share with like-minded individuals. Get it into the pocket of the algorithm. Let's get this to people who need to hear it and keep pushing this page forward. We in the building again. You already know what time it is, man. First things first, leave a comment. Good, bad, indifferent, however you feeling. Just tap in with us. We want to create that dialogue. You got any ideas for me? Any ideas for the page? Leave it in the comments. Good, bad, indifferent. We don't care. We just want to hear it. I got the coffee and I'm ready to go. First things first this morning, man. You already know I like to try to start the day putting that positivity in the air. Stay fucking with it. I'm telling you now, the positivity, the creativity, it's all next level thinking. So you get people in your world that see you working towards something that might not involve them, see you working towards something that they might be discouraged about, and they try to throw salt on it and they try to deter you. Don't look at your life situations ever as a deterrent to stop creating. And I'm gonna tell you why. The best shit comes out of the pain, the turmoil, the upside down world. You might can create where everything is smooth, copacetic. Yeah, that's a good time to create too, but it's a different fervor, a different hunger, a different mindset when you're creating from a place of I got something to prove. You're creating from a place of I need out of my situation. When you're creating from a place of I need to make my life better. So when you dig deep into that and that fuel, it goes into the tank and it hit different. It's like supreme. It's like supreme gas, especially when you already got the fire inside you and you don't need that motivation. But like I say, people come into your life and you know, they might not have their place, and then they throw as much as they can onto what you building. But at the end of the day, they don't want to see you move forward. They don't want to see you move past them, especially when they know you good at what you do. Because if you wasn't, trust me, people wouldn't do that. People wouldn't care. People would just be like, yo, it's wasting his time anyway. But when somebody consistently throws dirt or throws salt or tries to deter you from locking in on some shit that you've been having to lock in on your whole life. You've been wanting to lock in on your whole life. And now distractions is becoming limited. Time is freeing up. And sometimes you gotta make opportunities happen, you know? I just want to start the day by letting y'all know, stay with it. Don't let that bullshit deter you. Stay prayed up. Stay guarded. Stay comfortable with who you are, your skin, decisions that you made. Everything gonna work out. First things first, man. You already know what time it is, man. Stay motivated. Stay locked in. If you in the building with me, tap in, leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feeling this morning. Then we about to get to these Knicks, man. Yeah, I got some words for the Knicks too. I got words for the Knicks. Got words for the Knicks. All right, now let's get to the Knicks. We done with all of the preliminaries. Like I said, stay locked in. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you got to do. You know what you got to do. God talk to you every day and let you know what you got to do. Just stay positive, do the right shit. Everything gonna fall in line. Now let's get to them Knicks. All right, I just said something about fuel, finding the right motivation. I feel like Victor Wembanyama does that a lot. I think he's looking for reasons to get fired up. Um, I will always love for it to be on autopilot, especially for me. That's why I try to use like phrases like inspired indefinitely, because I don't want nobody to have no that type of control over my performance or how much I put into the craft or how much I put into anything I'm doing. So we inspired indefinitely. It's no up, down, around. It's just what it is. Like some days it's better than others, but we inspired indefinitely, and we shouldn't need certain motivation. But when you do get that motivation, like I said, it's good fuel. So Victor came to the Garden. It was a recipe for disaster. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I knew the Spurs was gonna win. I might have said it on a live. I wanted the sweep, of course. I was talking sweep talk. Yes, I was. And it's okay to be wrong. I was wrong. No sweep. Um, but yesterday I feel like was a recipe for disaster. I feel like being that we went up 2-0, City got overboard. We know New York, man. We get overboard for certain shit. Like, and I'm not saying don't be confident, don't be in pocket, but we gotta be in pocket. It can't be, like, son, I know like 20 people that had like watch parties, big screens, blow up, inflatable. And I said, you know what? Because of all this shit, all of the parties, the now all of a sudden it's this and that, and I hate to even do that. I'm gonna talk about that next too, about like New York City fan base and like how backwards motherfuckers can be sometimes. Like, so boom, I seen all of that happening. Like, see some dope shit. Like I seen a few people from the neighborhood talking about getting an screen and projector and barbecuing, watching game. All that shit is fire, man. Trust me. If I had the time, if I was able to, I would have been at one of them shits and not watching it in my crib. But I say that to say when I seen all of that happen, and I say, yeah, this is when we lose. This is when, because the stage is set for the L. Now we at the Garden. Everybody's all most expensive tickets ever. Donald Trump is in the building. It's no watch party. You gotta set up the inflatable projectors, and everybody's like scrambling. And oh, sweet, sweet. Everybody talking sweet talk. Motherfuckers got brooms walking around with like, yeah. That's when shit starts to flip because that energy, you know. So if you a fan, if you a Knick fan, if you a New York City fan, if you a New York City member, man, stay the course because it ain't finished till it's finished. Job not done. If they win tomorrow night, it's a whole nother series. If they win tomorrow night, it's a whole nother series now. Because not only now we on our way, now they on their way back to their crib with the momentum. So it's kind of like, you know, and obviously we proved we could beat them at their crib. We proved we could beat them, but you just wonder. And I'm rooting for my guys, but I'm not gonna be oblivious too. You just wonder the winning streak, the been 50 years since we won a title, 20 something years since we made it into the playoff. I mean, to the finals. It's starting to become, I think, like we poisoning the well in a sense. Like we gotta slow down. Just slow down. Let's take it game by game, play by play, minute by minute. Cause that's how these players is doing it. They the ones out there. They taking this shit game by game. Last night, Cat had 11 points. Can't be mad at him because he did his thing the first two games. But whatever they had on him in this one, like it was an adjustment. That's what this shit is all about. It's about the adjustments, and the adjustments was made. They had an extra day to come up with shit. They had an extra day to practice. They had an extra day to rest. They just came off a 7 game series. Like it's a lot of shit that factors into it. So I feel like the Knicks will still win this series. Obviously, we ain't got the sweep. Think we could do it in 6. But ball movement, Brunson, I feel like they got in his head early. And I think at that point he was just trying to like play hero ball at that point. I think he forgot where he was at. I feel like the ball movement was dead and stinking. I feel like they should have fed OG more. OG had the high hand. I think he shot like 80% and scored 30, almost 30 points. So it's like I just think they got into our heads early and it was a recipe for disaster because all of the hoopla going on. So it was like all it took was a little bump and a little snicker in your ear for you to fucking try to run down on another player and catch a tech in the middle of the finals. Like you got Josh Hart. Luke Cornett didn't do that shit on purpose. He didn't push him. Even if he did, like, come on, bro. It's the playoffs. Like, even he didn't run up on you and push you. Like, he's running, he's trying to stop ball. Everybody's playing hard. You just end up being in front of him and he bumped into you. He tried to stop himself and everything. Like, and he bumped into you. Like, but the reaction and that shit is a trickle down effect. Then they getting on, then they bodying up Brunson. He getting upset. Now he trying to get at players and they laughing though because they knew like yo, we in y'all heads now. Now we going in for the kill. And then you watch Brunson pounding the ball. Certain times I'm like, yo, he's fucking dribbling for 10 seconds. Like, and that's the problem with him sometimes. Like the ball movement is what made this team thrive. The fact of Mike Brown using Cat as the distributor of the offense is what makes this team click right now. Brunson doesn't need to have the ball in his hands this much. He doesn't. And we've seen that. We've seen that. We know when it's time for him to turn that shit on. He has to understand preserving energy. He has to understand um that giving his team the best way to win is running that offense through Cat, man. Moving that ball. I'm telling you, if you look at the first 2 games, 80% of the time, Cat started the offense on the top of the key or on the wing, and the offense ran through Cat. Yesterday felt like they was playing like they forgot the game plan. Like, talk to me though. Let me know what y'all think, man. How y'all feel about them Knicks? We took the L last night, which was fucking needed. We needed that shit. Good morning. Good morning. Toxin, good morning. Elena, good morning. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Appreciate y'all. But let me know how y'all feel about it, man. What y'all think? Y'all think the Spurs are gonna come back. I think we still good. I think we still good. Like I said, we can't drop game 2. If not, if we drop game 2, we kind of in the position that they was in on their way to New York. I think if we drop game 2, the series gonna go 7. We don't want that. We don't want to go 7 in San Antonio. It's just unnecessary. We don't need that. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate those that's tuned in. Make sure y'all sub up, sub up, sub up. We here every morning, kicking shit, giving motivation, talking about the sports from the night before. Season is almost over, man. So it's gonna be tough for me, man. But you know what time it is. We in the building, we working. You can check out a few new things we got on the page right now. Check out the interview I got with my brother DJ Relevant from Baisley Peas. Right now he in Rochdale. He holding it down for the hood. DJ Decipher for us. Support the brother, man. He got a lot of shit going on. He's an artist, he's a DJ, he's a producer. I mean, that's something different from the hip hop community, you know? It's a lot of other genres of music where they do that. With the DJ is the artist, you know? DJ makes music as well, but hip hop you don't really see that as often. But shout out to the brother, man, because not only is he a artist and a producer, like he really rap. Like he don't do party records and shit. Like he makes like introspective hip hop that people could ride to, tune into, and he's talking about shit. So shout out to him. The interview with me and him is fire. Tap into it. Um, we also got three more interviews out there as well. That's the fourth. Tap into all the interviews on the page right now. We also just dropped some content of me and Million Dollar Rob performing this last Friday in Queens. It's our second show this month, and like appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support on the real on the shorts. Y'all been showing love, man. Especially the one we dropped today, man. Keep running that shit up. Keep running it up. Leave a comment in there. Like we truly appreciate the support, man. For real, for real. We got the Rochdale Village Ciphers available on the page as well. If you haven't tapped into that, tap into that. Check out all the artists that's on there. Um, Let us know how you feel about it. We're gonna have part two real soon. We're planning part two right now, so we're gonna have that real soon. But check out part one, all the verses, all the different artists is in my shorts. Check that out. Let me know how y'all feel about that. We also got a new freestyle I put up. It's out right now. Third quarter freestyle. The video is up. It's over to Drake, Make 'em Pay instrumental. Tap into that. Show some love, man. Share that. It's on a familiar beat that y'all fucking with. And let me know how y'all feel about what I did to it. We got a lot of content on the way. New interviews this weekend, of course. Try to stay consistent with that once a week. So I'll see y'all Sunday with the next interview. And we're just gonna continue doing what we do, keep building. Just like as you should, you know. Once again, tap in, sub up, share with like-minded individuals. Let's keep this hip hop shit alive, man. You talking about Griselda breaking up. How I feel about that shit, man, I just feel like I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to my bro yesterday. He asked me how I felt about, they said West Side Gun told Conway and Benny in a meeting with Jay-Z that he wouldn't give them a percentage of Griselda, 10% apiece. So a lot of people don't really rock with that. A lot of people like, yo, that's family, man. How you do that? Those guys, y'all came up together. It's a part of the business. Like, why not give them that? I see it from both ways. I can understand maybe why Conway and Benny, or if Ben, I don't want to speak for Benny, but we already know how Conway feel about it. He didn't agree with it. He didn't respect it. And he had balls about it. And it's looking like, it's just looking shaky for Griselda, man. And it's been that way for a while. And it fucking deters the shit. It fucks with me. I don't like it. These is my guys, man. Been supporting them for years. Like, they inspired me to pick the mic back up. Like, and I just hate to see that, especially from not just artists, not just music industry, um, people, but these guys is true family. Like these guys really are related. And it's like, I hate to see that. But I could see from both perspectives on maybe why it might be, feelings about it, or but I just feel like, fuck with Conway heavy. Feel like he's probably like the one out of all three. Like he's the one. Like he does it all. He's very versatile. People don't give him the props for that. But I just feel like, I just feel like sometimes it's just a lot of mixed signals. And I don't know, man. Maybe people just want to get shit out through the music. I could understand that. I could respect that. I could fucking appreciate that all the way. I know how it is just to want to get some shit off. And you might not even feel no way about it no more. You might already be done resolved it already, but it's just like, yo, let me just get this shit off. Like how I felt about that situation. So as a creative, I understand. But also it's just like, man, you Conway the Machine. You just announced that Griselda was working on a new album together, planning a tour together. So I just don't understand why would we go why would we pick now to do this? You know, why would we choose now? Why even mention anything about y'all getting back together? Why even mention anything about going on tour again? Like, if this is what it was, like, and then after you mention it, why put that out after? It's just it's confusing to the fans, man. It's confusing to the supporters. And it's like it just seems like, my guy Conway, he got a lot of shit that he holds on to and he puts into the music where everybody else, you kind of really don't, you're not gonna really hear that. Like, because, they might move different, they might express shit differently. Like, he's putting his shit into the music, which I respect, like I said, but it's a double-edged sword. Because you're confusing the people, the supporters, the fans, and people not gonna be all the way bought in with that shit no more because it was that family vibe that people are inspired by and motivated by. And that's not to say y'all not gonna flourish, not to say that it's never gonna be Griselda together again, but it's just like I just feel like for y'all brand and for the understanding of how the dynamics work, just certain shit just shouldn't be put out there for the masses. Like, it should just be worked with internally. Like I said, I'm not really mad at somebody like Wes saying that he don't want to give up 10%, 20% of his company. I gotta understand, like, that company was a fashion brand first. It was a fashion brand. He makes millions of dollars off merch right now. So I just feel like, yeah, I get it. Y'all as a collective put Griselda what Griselda is now. Y'all as a collective, but that was West's vision. And I feel like that was West's brainchild. And I feel like he did his part with getting people where they needed to be in order for them to take from him and create their own. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody gotta have their own shit. West don't got a percentage of drum work or BSF. Just like they don't got a percentage of Griselda. They shouldn't, like, how does that work? So it means like, all right, cool. I'll give y'all 10% of Griselda, but when y'all do BSF or when y'all do drum work or whatever ventures y'all got, I'll get percentage. Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for Griselda, me coming up with the idea, me, putting a stamp on it, me putting a style on it, me putting creating the world. Because at the end of the day, Benny went and locked them with them once they was already rolling. Like, and he's family too. They all family, but at the end of the day, they was already rolling. And they was rolling off West. Because Conway was hit. So West literally had to, it was nothing going on, and West said, yo, you know what? It's all documented. West said, "Yo, I didn't even want to rap. I was doing my clothes shit, but bro was down. Benny was locked up, so I had to rap again. So that's why he picked up the mic again. But for the most part, he wasn't even trying to rap. Like, so at the end of the day, he already had it planned that bro was gonna rap. He was gonna do the fashion, and whenever Benny came around, Benny was gonna rap. But that didn't work out that way. So he started rapping and started cultivating his following. And here we are today. So at the end of the day, I don't think they deserve a percentage of Griselda. I just don't think that. If he gave it to them, that's great. That's love. But I think just because they family, it's still business, bro. And that's the problem when you do business with family. It's like it's personal because he didn't give them a percentage. But we also got to remember it was little rumblings about how Conway handled his business with his label situation. That he had got 7 figures to do. Like that, it seems like none of the artists is locked in with him no more. Like, so it's like, it's different ways to look at it, different ways to take it. But wanted to touch on that because that's prevalent right now. It's just music business understanding and relationship understanding and like people feeling obligated when that wasn't something that was discussed from the beginning. It wasn't discussed that like they artists under Griselda. They Griselda, that's the crew. But the business side of it, the side that put them where they at now, that's West, man. That's West. It's obvious. Cause it took for that probably to happen for bro to go start his own shit. Fucking I guess the bees agree with me. But yeah, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Fame. For all my endeavors, much love to y'all. Get the day started, get it going. You see what's going on my plate for today. I'm gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow. First things first, make sure y'all sub up, share, especially with like-minded individuals. Like, comment, good, bad, and different. It don't matter. We just want to hear it. Salute for all my endeavors. We tapping with y'all later.